Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, the Outsider's Perspective on HLX Radio. I am the maestro creator of all things HLX, and with me, as usual, the legendary Coriel. How you feeling, sir?
I'm cold.
Cold?
Mm-hmm.
The weather is changing.
The weather's changing, but the AC
we might
still on blast.
Make that adjustment soon.
Mm-hmm.
How you been, sir? How's everything? How's the week?
Week was cool. Typical now, just had a couple gigs. And
making money out here,
definitely. Did some planning, some learning. We're trying to get into investments and things like this.
Yes.
I'm mainly just like reading up on things and just trying to take things to the next level so that I don't have to work for the rest of my life.
This is the goal. Yes. That's the objective.
How are you, sir?
All right, pretty much the same. I'm not gigging, but job number 2, doing more of that. So. Trying to get money out here. I mess with my portfolio a little bit. Just trying to get more money so we can start making these investments, get this real estate situation popping. So that is the goal. That's how we living out here.
All I got out here is keys right now. Period.
Damn.
That's it. That's it. I'm done. Left. No more. No new friends.
It's tough out here.
Period.
Hey man, we started with a lot. And
we did.
We are all that's left.
Right. Right. And it's crazy because I don't want to say his name, but the guy who put us all together.
Oh, yeah.
Right. He's gone. But is me, you, Jay, and Bill. We kind of stayed, but then Bill
amongst,
but Bill moved, so that's kind of hard to kind of keep together. And Jay is being a superstar right now.
So he's on tour right now.
Yeah, he's on a completely different thing than us right now. So we focused on working, saving, and investing. So that's what and niggas ain't on that right now. So
niggas are not. I think the one who brought us together, I think he wrote a book or something recently. I seen him posting about.
Oh really?
So it's available on Amazon. But
I wish we could say his name. This isn't helping.
I didn't know if we want to get into
well, we're not friends anymore, so it's kind of hard to know.
I haven't spoken to him in years.
That's like, y'all still cool.
We never ended on any type of bad terms. It's just out of sight, out of mind.
Well, not.
And I was kind of a late addition too. So
he didn't want you.
Exactly. So
I was put in by
you. You're the only one that wanted me to come in, and then. When it was over, I guess it was really no need to keep in touch with me, I guess. I don't know.
Well, how times have changed.
Well, moving on. So let's see. I guess I'll get into what happened to me at church today after we were closing out and broke everything down. I went into the caf to kind of get my last little piece, get some juice, and head out. And somebody tapped me while I was getting juice. It was like, hey, are you the guy... You do the radio show? And I was like, excuse me?
Oh.
He was like, yeah, you do and then there's the magazine with it. I was, you mean, and I said, you mean HLX? He was like, yeah, that's it.
I was like, research.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he was very aware of everything. He was like, yeah, I seen y'all do the video, and there was the girl at the restaurant and stuff. I was like, you mean the brunch video? He was like, yeah, that was it. I seen that. Wow. I was like, and then y'all brought the new girl and she fit right in. I was like, we just brought her on the other day. So
I ain't even met her yet.
Right. It's she just joined. She been joined, but she just put a video out a couple days ago. That just came out. And you seen that? He's like, yeah, man. I love what y'all doing. He's like, how do y'all make it look real professional? How y'all doing that?
Yeah.
Is that just you? I was like, well, yeah, that's me with the edit. That's
I just
me.
Press play. That's all I do.
He was like, yeah, man, it's good, man. I just want to let you know I like the page. I had the support. So yeah, just keep it up. Good stuff, man. It's like,
wow, so people really out here looking at us. That's surprising. I'm trying to tell you, the reason why I say whatever I want on here, because I assume no one but us watches it. So it's like, I just say stuff so that I can look back on it. You know what I mean? But
for the document.
But people from church starting to see it. I say nigga a lot.
People at church say nigga a lot.
But not in, well, yeah, they do. I was about to say not in church, but yeah, they do.
Yes, I was just saying. They absolutely do.
The pastor says nigga around me a lot.
He says nigga in the pulpit, in front of the congregation.
So yeah, okay. But yeah, that's all right, sir.
But I mean, you could tell like it was a positive. Like he felt positive about it. It wasn't like a y'all up there being heathens. Mm-hmm. It was like I like what you're doing. It looks professional. Keep it up. Like
that's all right.
He said basically sounded like it looks like. I basically told him like it's just a small crew of people and it's just me. He's like it looks like it's a lot of y'all. Like it just looks like a real magazine. He's like, are y'all publishing this? Can I buy a physical copy? I'm like, no, it's just a website right now.
Yeah.
But, like he assumed we were way further ahead than what we are now.
Well, that's all right.
It was a very positive interaction. It wasn't.
I guess we on the right track then. If you touch one person, right? Man,
that's
ain't that the saying? So that's all right.
So I take that encouragement. So we on the right track. We'll be worth more than $10 very soon.
Yeah, we went on something called Stat Show where you can look at like the worth of all websites. So the first thing we looked at was like Google,
which is it was number one ranked in the world.
So they make $66 million a day
off the website
just off of
alone,
ads,
just off of the website alone.
Yeah, and they're worth what? How much?
It was in the billions,
like 200 something billion, something like that. So if they were to sell Google to who
could afford
right to Russia or something, then it would cost Russia at least $300 million. Because you ain't just gonna sell what it's worth. You got to get a little bit more. You know? So wow.
So yeah, man.
And then we looked at ours, and it was like, well, you get about 1 view a day. You don't make anything on AdSense, but you're about worth 10.
10
we'll give you that because we do have AdSense.
Yeah, but I think it said the site age was like 4 years.
Yeah,
and I think our AdSense is like $40 over the 4 years that I've had it. So divide that by do the math on that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we make about $10 a year.
So you know,
you can buy 4 for $4 once a year.
Feed company out and we can go get treat everybody to a 4 for 4.
Just me and you though. We got a whole.
The rest of y'all that came on as is in the order of who got here first.
Yes, right.
So
we get seniority. Yes,
and then Adene and them eat, and then Adene and April eat after that, and then Bill eat, and then
that's right. It's about skin in the game. You got to put skin in the game.
Nina, I'm sorry, but you last.
Yeah, you got some shit. You got some shit to go before you get anything. You can get a fry something, but
you can get you some ice water. You sit at the table with us.
Oh, what else is happening, sir?
There's been some music that's been out, of course. We always got to talk about that.
I want to say this. I know we are like a music-based show. Talking about music is my least favorite thing to talk about.
Well, I asked for whatever else.
I know, but I'm saying the reason why I don't have much to say is because there's not much to talk about. I think the most that we can do is try to bring you to music that you might not have known was out or that existed.
Right.
So this isn't going to be the case today because people tend to know who this person is. But go ahead and bring what's her name?
Yeah. Since I'll kind of jump back because I meant to mention first the song you heard when we started.
Oh yeah,
was a local artist. We mentioned her last show because she had given up on music, but she's found her spark. She said she was coming back, and her new single was coming, and it has come. It came out, what's today? Sunday. It came out on Friday. New song, Breed Love, Be Around, Go Feel. It's out now. You heard it here. So if you like it, there's some new local music for you to intake instead of this, all the popular shit that niggas already know about. Mm-hmm. But as far as the popular shit that we was talking about, Summer Walker, who seems to have a decent buzz. People seem to like her from what I've seen online. Mm-hmm. Her album came out. What's it called? Over It.
Okay.
Her album came out. We listened to we made it through most of it actually. It was only like 12 songs. We was on like track 10, I think.
Oh, I thought it was one long song. I'm sorry. I thought
it was some very similar sounding songs on there. But Summer Walker's album out, she had a decent list of features from what I remember. She had Bryson Tiller, I think is the first one. Usher on a Usher sample. Black was on there. Party Next Door, who we haven't heard from in forever, from what I remember. But so yes, some bunch of features. Summer Walker, Over It. How you feel?
I don't like it.
Just no.
I don't like it. I can get that anywhere else. And my biggest question is like, where did she come from?
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out, and we both don't know.
Like, how did she get Usher on it? Like, you know who Usher is, right?
Usher is legendary.
Same Usher has been doing longer than she's been born.
Basically.
And she first of all, she got to sample his song.
She got that cleared.
and then got him on the track.
Hey, you want to sing over yourself?
I don't know where she came from. I heard the girls.
Girls Need Love.
Girls Need Love. I didn't hear her song on the radio without Drake, but apparently hers was playing on the radio for a little while.
Apparently, it had a little buzz and had a little bit of play before Drake touched it, and then Drake got on it. And of course, if Drake does it, then
yeah. So yeah, I don't like it. I could get that anywhere else. And it's projected to go number one, right?
It's projected to go number one, and I think the numbers are pretty good. Like, she was projected like 115 to 125,000 first week.
I'm confused about that.
With like almost 20,000 in actual physical sales.
I'm confused about that.
Those are good numbers.
Yeah. So I don't know where that's coming from. I have no idea. Maybe people like the music, whatever, but I don't like it. It's sleepy and boring. It
is very sleepy. And who was it? Sir, who we talked about his album, I think a couple weeks ago. He is like in love with her music. Like, they interviewed him, and he was like, "Yo, I can't wait to work with her. I've been reaching out. I haven't heard back. But if anyone can like put this together, like, please, like, tell her let's work together. Let's make some good music." Like, he is dying to work with her.
Well, he makes sleepy boring music too. So that makes sense.
Well, I mean, Sleepy first featuring Sleepy.
This death.
It's gonna be
you're gonna go to sleep and never wake up.
Record.
Yes.
So I mean, that's there for those who enjoy it. It's there for you. So please go partake. But
I also want to say this on the record. Moving forward, we're gonna focus more on songs that you might not know, artists that you might not have heard of, and talk less about niggas that we don't actually like. You don't like the album either, right?
No, I did not.
There's no point of us talking about something that we don't even like. So I don't want to come across as like negative, because no one's really watching this right now. But I can only imagine.
Well, apparently
when it gets to a point.
Apparently they are watching us.
Oh yeah, they are. So it's like I don't want to make it seem like we're just negative on everything. It's just people like Summer Walker, cool. We don't, so we want to focus on the things that we do like.
Well, yeah, we said we are going to start anyway, like researching and looking at. Trying to just find more local artists,
which is hard,
and it's really hard.
But we just got to put that time. I got to set certain hours of my day, or at least certain times out my week, to devote to finding.
Because we looked the first time we did found one and found a song he did, and I loved it, and it's amazing. It's currently playing on HLX Radio, but I'm not gonna say who it is because he released that song, and then after he put something else out, it was terrible. So I was like, I love this one song by you, but then the next like 2 or 3 songs he put out were terrible. Okay. And he has an album coming out soon. I'm gonna listen to it, but it's like, it's hard to find someone who's especially consistently
good,
putting out good music. So it's just like, bruh,
yep,
I can't even find somebody like it and follow, and then your next stuff is.
So unless it's people we like, that's it. That's it.
Or
if we know you personally, because we are a little biased too.
I mean, yeah.
So we might not necessarily love your song, but if we love you, cool. So basically what I'm saying is you need to get on our good side.
That's what this is all about.
This is the way of the world.
Hey, the brand is strong. So we got followers now. So yes. Let's see. This song I did like though, but this is from another, popular artist, Travis Scott.
Okay.
Seemed like it might have been a little planning involved, because right before the song came out, there was some drama. Him and Kylie apparently broke up. There was some cheating rumors with some like Instagram model type situation. They of course said no, that's not. We're just focusing on our kid and our friendship and all of that. And then like 48 hours later, new song from Travis, and it's called "Highest in the Room." And I actually like this song. I enjoyed the song. How do you feel about "Highest in the Room"? Travis Scott.
I didn't care. I did listen to it. I heard it, but it's what I would expect from Travis. And I'm not the biggest Travis Scott fan. He had a song called what was his first project? The Owl Pharaoh joint. And he had a song with ASAP Ferg that I really liked. I can't remember what the song was so long ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And he got little joints here and there that I like. But for the most part, I'm not a big Travis Scott fan. I feel like Travis is like one of those people that just, he knows how to attach himself to people. So like, even though production wise, he has an ear. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, he can put stuff together.
But he just knows how to connect to people. So he was connected to Kanye, and then clicking with what's her name, Kylie. Clicking with her was probably the best business decision he probably ever made in life.
He's a billionaire.
It took him to a whole nother place. Like he immediately got the number one album, over 250,000, and said no, it was like close to 500,000, something like that.
So yeah.
So it's like he's on a completely different.
Right on tour after that, and the tour was great.
Yeah. So if this thing is true about them splitting up, I don't know how that is going to affect him professionally. Because really, all Kylie got to do is post something.
I mean, apparently it is true because they have confirmed that they're not together. They're saying that the cheating he's denying the cheating situation, but they did break up. So,
well, good luck. Good luck to him. I mean, I don't know how that's going to affect him, but the song itself, it wasn't terrible. One of the worst things I ever heard, but I don't care. It did not move me.
Did not? I did enjoy the song. I can say with him, as far as with his voice and what he does on the track, that is starting to get a little the same to me.
He's been doing it for years now.
You gotta start giving me something else.
We get it. It's lit. Okay, what else? We got it.
But it's starting to get a little the same-ish. But I did enjoy the song, but I don't know if I could take another album of that. Like you gotta give me something else.
No.
That's it. Travis Scott, ladies and gentlemen, highest in the room.
That's the shit we like.
Now to some local people.
We'll be right back. Look, let me explain something to you. I understand that a lot of the songs that we like aren't the most commercially sound. I know that a lot of these songs wouldn't fit well in the grand scheme
on the radio or something like
of
that.
Everything else going on. But what moves me is artistry. What moves me is creativity. What moves me is, have I heard this way before?
Experimentation.
How does this make me feel? That's where I'm at right now. I think a lot of people are so caught up on what's commercially acceptable. So people don't even create based off of what they like. They create based off of what they think other people like, which is fine because a lot of people are in music for money, for business, to eat, and that kind of thing. So I understand that. I'm not. I like music to move me in ways that other songs don't. So all my favorite songs don't sound alike. You feel what I'm saying? Right. If I hear the same type of song over and over again, I'm gonna like the first one. But like that's the whole reason why. Well, that's a lie too. But I'm about to say this anyway. Cameo has a song called "Shake Your Pants," and Cameo also has a song called "I Just Want to Be." It's the same fucking song. It's the same song. I like "I Just Want to Be" better. And I Just Want to Be, I heard Shake Your Pants first before I heard I Just Want to Be. Now I'm mad at Shake Your Pants because he's copying another song. So now that's my joint. And Shake Your Pants, I don't even listen to that no more. I just use it as an example. This is like, I like just variety. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And to feel new things. How basically how you felt when you was young because you hadn't heard anything. So when you heard, right. So creativity is what I'm looking for. So moving forward, because I'm thinking out loud right now, we ain't got that much on the show anyway. So moving forward, that's what I want to be focusing on, sir.
That's what I'm
songs that move me.
I think
being that you usually ask me how I feel about the songs anyway. Yeah. So it's just like if the song moves me, I'm posting it. Or if I like you, that's another thing. If I know, like I said, if I know you personally, and we got history, and you drop a song, we'll post it
because we off the strength.
And I might be telling on myself, but typically, if I don't have anything to say, it means I didn't like it, but I'm posting it because I support you.
Off the strength, if we're friends, then We got to support the people.
Yes. And this is my platform. I can do what I want.
That is also very true.
So, because we think about, like, we think in complete self-sufficiency, like, at one point on. Remember, I was asking you about servers. Like, how can we have our own server so we ain't got to put HTTP on our joint?
Right.
It could be something else. So we ain't even got, like, let's say GoDaddy or Wix shut down. What I'm going to do? They're going to sell it to somebody else, right?
You're going to be asked out.
Nope. Complete self-sufficiency. So that's where we are right now. But what sparks that is creativity. And the music has got to be that for me.
I think that's the key thing for what you said. Like, there's people who go in and just create, like they felt inspired and they create. And there's some people who go, all right, I need to make something that sounds like this so I can be on the radio,
right,
or so that somebody can post it or I can get it added to a playlist or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's all with the intention that you go in. I think it shows in the result that you get what your intention was going in.
Mm-hmm. And I think moving forward, because I always say I'm not going to make music no more. I can't. Remember, I was in this I felt like I was in a rut. I was like kind of sad and down. Mm-hmm. It's because I hadn't been recording. I hadn't been writing in a while. So if I don't write, I get sad. It's crazy.
That's why. That's how you get it out then.
So once I started writing again, like, it's just like, I'm like, fuck all that shit I was thinking about before. It's like, it don't matter. It's weird how that works. So I'm going to just start releasing this stuff. And I don't care about, like, mind you, too, I'm going to release it on my own platforms, though. So I'm putting it all on my website. If you want to listen to it, it's all there. If you want to pay for it, it's there. If you want to stream it, it's there. I prefer you pay for it because I don't know how the streaming situation is going to be on my. But I might still put it on like Spotify and that kind of thing. But for the most part, if you want to know what's going on with me coming on soon, Coriel.com. Anything you ask me, don't ask me about Twitter, don't ask me about Instagram, nothing. Anything you want to know, Coriel.com. And if you don't want to go to Coriel.com, then that tells me the level of support I have from you.
And it'll also be on HLXmagazine.com.
Exactly. Self-sufficiency on this end. And we support other people trying to do their thing too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I very well do believe that other people will support this too. Self-sufficiency.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is.
That's what it is. That's all I had to say with that. Because as you notice, I know I'm ranting right now.
Get it out.
But as you've noticed, I play the same 2 songs every week because those are my favorite songs.
That is true.
And I have not heard anything yet that moves me the way that these songs move me. So I know that I have to play other people's songs. So cool. But these 2 have to always be here because I have to feel something. Because if not, I'm gonna be wrapped up in a goddamn cover saying I don't like anything. So
hey man, he's in charge of the music. So if you want to hear it,
that's on. I mean, and
you gotta move.
Hey, and if you don't like it, go to Joe Budden or go to whoever else.
Joe Budden, you definitely not gonna hear it on Joe Budden.
That's how.
He plays old school R&B anyway, so you're not finna catch it over there.
Self-sufficiency
or some rapidy rap music.
Yeah.
You're not getting that over here either.
So you're getting self-sufficiency and authenticity. That's it. No more faking it. No more. Either I'm gonna say something nice or nothing at all.
Well, there you have it.
There you have it, folks.
Oh man, you good? Oh, it's all out. You okay? Anything else on your mind?
I'm a little hot now. Yep.
All hearts and minds clear, as they say.
Yes,
you know.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm glad I got a platform like this.
Hey man, that's what it's here for, man. All right, so just a couple things. We're gonna get on out of here. We'll make this a short one. We were just kind of scrolling through, looking online, and we saw Uber Helicopter, aka Uber Air, and they have a whole division of Uber called Uber Elevate.
Okay.
And was it CNN? CNN did a test run / interview with the CEO of Uber Elevate, and she was trying to get to the airport in New York, so she opened up Uber, and there were 3 options. There was Uber, the Uber X, like the basic cheap one. Uber X was like $90. The Uber XL, which is like the more expensive one, was like $140. And then there was Uber Helicopter, which was like $206. So for like $60 more than the like fancy black car Uber, you can get a helicopter ride to the airport. But the thing is, you got to get to the helipad. So she had to take a Uber to the helipad, then take the Uber helicopter to the airport, and then take an Uber from the airport to her hotel. But that was all done like in the app. So it was all like, you say you want the helicopter, it sends an Uber to you and tells it to take you to, like, it automatically coordinates all that stuff for you. The Uber to the airpad, then the Uber to where you're going. They saying that, you know, it's just being tested out in New York now, I think, and that's the only place you can go, like, just to the airport. So how do you feel about this? Do you trust Uber to drive you around in a helicopter? Or,
I mean, if it's a licensed pilot, yeah, why not?
So
my main thing is it worth all that? Because basically you was gonna get there in the same amount of time, which baffles me. Like, how's it gonna take you the same amount of time just to get to the airport?
Well, I think as opposed to like going through traffic, I think that's the whole point. Like, if it's rush hour traffic, it normally takes you forever to get somewhere, so you can fly over it.
So why would it take me 45 minutes? It takes me 45 minutes to drive from Richmond to New York. So why would it take me 45 minutes to get helicoptered locally in New York? Like, what's the big hang up?
Well, I think getting to the helipad.
Oh, so
she was saying.
So she accounted that for it.
That's right. Calculated in the time. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So because if I'm starting unless you like order your helicopter at the helipad, you have to get to the helipad. So she was like, in the time it takes me to get to the helipad, plus the helicopter ride, plus the Uber ride to where I'm like my final destination.
It sounds unnecessary to me, but I feel like we live in a consumer economy, so people will do it mainly just for the Instagram,
for the stunt.
That's what it seemed like to me. Because why would you go through all that just because you don't want to sit in traffic? So instead of just adjusting your commute time, you have to spend an additional $200-something.
Well, I mean, you could spend $150 and get just a better car.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't know. Basically, I'm speaking as a poor person. As a poor person, this does not sound very useful to me. But, you know, if that's would you?
Nah, I'm cool.
Oh, okay. Right there. So it seems very unnecessary to me.
Yeah, I'm cool. I was actually surprised at the cost. I felt like it was closer to the cost of the XL than I thought it would be. I was like, it's only like $50 more and I get a helicopter. It seems like, I don't know, like the cost effectiveness of that. It seems, I don't know.
And
seems weird.
How many more? Like, so we just gonna have helicopters flying all over the place now?
Apparently.
Like, how's that gonna help? I mean, you can only probably do 2 or 3 at a time locally.
Yeah, especially because how many helicopters you have going to the airport at the same time?
Yeah, like imagine everybody
to the same destination
trying to fly to the airport.
Because everybody, that's the main place people trying to go.
Yeah, nah.
It sounds like a lot.
Nah. Like, but once again, we could be wrong. Could be one of those $100 billion ideas that everybody laughed. Ha ha.
No, I think
this could never work.
I was looking at, what's the website that does, like, was it Fool? The Motley Fool that does like the stock things. And apparently UPS got, like, what is it, the FAA for the flights, they got approved for like drone flights. So like for delivering packages. You know that idea that Amazon had as far as, so now it's going to just be like drones flying everywhere delivering people packages.
I like the idea of it. But I don't know. I haven't seen it done. That's the only thing about it.
I mean, I've seen like videos of like little small like test.
Well, yeah, but like, you know how many people order from Amazon?
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, is it going to be like one drone for a certain area? So you still kind of have to wait? Because you can't have all these drones flying over. That's just unsafe.
At least sample drones I've seen have been just carrying like one package. So it's just like it picks up that one box and takes it to where it's going. So it would have to be one per package, I assume. That
sounds dangerous to me, but we'll see.
And then you got some type of insurance, because if it drops it and it hits somebody's shit or somebody, like that's an issue.
Well, we'll see where this goes. I mean, I'm all for new ideas and that kind of thing, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel safe with that right now. Yeah. I'm not doing it. Is basically what I'm saying.
We got to get rid of Amazon anyway, because they wild.
We do. We got to get rid of.
I know we all want like next day stuff, but Amazon is bugging.
Yeah, we need to
Facebook too. We gotta get rid of Facebook too.
We need to get rid of the big ones. We need to get an Apple.
Apple, what's Apple doing?
It's just they got too much of the market share for certain things.
Okay.
And then so Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook. We need to break them up. Because don't we have like antitrust laws and stuff like that that's supposed to break that kind of thing up?
What's the SEC?
Yeah.
They're supposed to handle that.
I guess because they feel like their internet or like tech companies is not the same, but it is the same.
I think a lot of people the problem is that a lot of these people that's running these laws and those organizations are old white men that don't understand internet. Like you've seen the clips of like when they brought like the CEO of Google and Facebook to Congress,
asking all the dumbass
and he asked the CEO of Google about his iPhone, and he was like, "I don't think that's a different company." So you can't tell me if my iPhone is like, bro, I make Android. Right. I don't have nothing to do with that. You have to ask the other nigga. And he was like, I find it hard to believe. Like he was really upset that the CEO of Google couldn't help him with his iPhone. Like,
well, yeah, that's a whole nother thing. We gotta wait for these.
So the people that's in charge of this shit can't barely work their flip phone. So they not understanding what's going on with that.
Yeah.
So we got some problems right now.
Yeah, but good luck to everybody with all these new ideas and flying stuff all over the skies.
Just don't drop nothing on nobody.
Don't drop it on me.
That's most important.
That's the most important thing to me. Or Keys too, because I kind of rely on him right now. Yeah. So yeah, don't drop it on me and Key.
All right, so this is the last thing. We're gonna get on out of here.
Gotta go see the ghost later on.
See a ghost.
The goats.
Oh. Gotta see a man about a horse. So this case, I forgot the guy's name. I said there was the case that we heard about the police officer who shot a man in his own apartment. Because
we talked about that on the show.
Yeah, when it happened. That's how long it's been since this case has been going on. But she thought she was in her apartment, so she opened her door and saw a black man sitting on the couch. So she shot him. She then called the police, said, "Hey, I saw somebody in the wrong apartment." She was arrested. We were waiting on the trial. The trial came. She was convicted, which everybody was like, "Oh shit, she actually, like, this is one step in the right direction." So she was convicted, and then we were waiting on sentencing. So I think the minimum was 5 years. It's 5 years to life.
That's a big jump.
That's what I said. I was like, 5 years to life? That's wild. Normally it's like 45, like 5 to life, but that's what it was, minimum 5 to life.
Okay.
So
that could go either way.
That's right. Be out in a couple years or never.
Yeah.
And I don't know how old she is, but she ended up, the conviction came, she got 10 years. So just a little over the minimum that she could have gotten.
Sounds
she got
about
10
white.
years.
Sounds about white.
Exactly. Sounds about white. So people were upset with that. Like, that's not enough. That's not nearly enough. You shot that man in cold blood. And if you listen to, I think, clips of like the prosecution that's trying to get her, he was grilling her. Like, he was going in with the questions. He was not going easy on her at all. He was like, "You're trained. You could have like called for backup. If you thought somebody was in there, why don't you call for backup? Could you not have called for backup and had someone there?" She was like, "Yeah, I could have." She was like, "So if you had called for backup and went in with other people, he would probably still be alive today, right?" She was like, "Yeah. So why didn't you do that?" He was like, "I was just confused to where I was at." It was like, "So because you didn't know where it was at, you didn't follow proper protocol for your job, so you can't operate your job under pressure. So you probably shouldn't be a police officer." Like, he was destroying her. Like, he was like chaining all that together, and she was just on the stand like, I didn't know where I was. And that was her only response was just, "I was just so confused of where I was." So they grilled her. She got 10 years. People were upset about that. But then in the after the sentencing, the family, I think it was the brother of the person who died, hugged her and said, "I forgive you." So then that sparked this whole like forgiveness debate online about would you forgive somebody in that case? Are we as black people too forgiving for all of the bullshit that happens to us in society? We always just kind of brushing stuff off and letting people like, "I forgive you, it's okay," all that kind of stuff. So how do you feel about the sentencing in the case, like what she got, and the whole forgiveness idea?
It's a lot. There's a lot in that question. Okay, the first part, the
sentencing itself.
The sentencing. No, hell no. Only 10 years for shooting someone in cold blood
in their own house,
own apartment.
and they was minding their goddamn business.
Right. That's 10 years is not enough. So, what was the next question?
Forgiveness.
Fuck out my face with that bullshit. I will say this. I like that black people are saying this now, but black people are not a monolith. Like, we don't all think the same way.
Well, yeah.
So the fact that there are people who are upset about this black man forgiving this person, I don't think this is a white black thing. I think he personally, that's how he sleeps well at night, is to forgive, because that's how some people handle stuff like that. Because some people like to harbor things and want revenge and all that kind of stuff, and it eats a lot of people away that way. So it's like you live your whole life being vengeful or about something that you can't change. So a lot of people, in order for themselves to feel better about it, they forgive so that they can just kind of let it go, give it to God, leave it at that. Mm-hmm. So in that case, being that there are black people who are like that, but there are white people like, there are Christians and just people like that who are like that anyway. Do I agree with that? Hell no. But I can understand. It's just me personally. No, if you shot my brother, right? In his house for no reason, you just walked in and shot him and told me because you were confused.
You thought you was at your house.
I better not ever see you. I don't care, man. I better it's on site immediately. Each time I see you, it's not just gonna be the one time. Every time I see your ass, I'm swinging on you.
On site each time.
Exactly.
I see you.
That's wild. To me, there's no forgiving that. I understand that there's nothing I can do to bring my brother back, but I'm never just gonna let that go and be like, oh well, I don't want you to go to jail, and
that's wild.
You going to jail for as long as I can put you in there. That's how long you gonna get. That's ridiculous. It could have been an accident or whatever the hell. She could have been just real tired from work and there's no excuse. Oh well.
You picked a hard job.
You picked a hard job that you clearly cannot handle.
So
goodbye.
There you go. Yeah.
Goodbye. So to answer your question, that's how I feel about that forgiveness bullshit.
That's how I feel too about every time there's one of these whole police situations and their excuse is just like, oh, I was disoriented, or I felt in danger, or blah blah blah. Yeah. Like, you picked a hard job. You chose to pick a job where you will see people that may shoot at you, that will put yourself, and you chose to pick a job where you will put yourself in dangerous situations. Yep. If you can't handle that, you need to pick another profession. Yep. But you chose to go into a business where your life may be in danger on a daily basis. You did that. Mm-hmm. Me sitting in my living room watching TV, I had nothing to do with how stressed and disoriented you were because you had a rough day out on the beat. That's not my problem.
That they got the same furniture. Like, there's no way they got the couch in the same spot.
They don't.
They got the TV in the same spot. So how the hell? And
did you think when it first happened, like, she in front of her apartment, it's a big red like floor mat in the front. He don't have no mat in front of his house. So you didn't notice from the outside, like, where my mat go?
Something ain't adding up with that story anyway. But we talked about that already. Yeah. But the case is over. Whatever. Apparently, one of the witnesses, I think his name was Joshua,
you said that. Yeah.
Was shot and killed in the mouth and died.
What?
So now it's just like, well, there might be a message with that.
Like, keep your mouth shut, testifying. So he was testifying against the police officer.
Yeah.
And he is now dead.
He is now dead.
Do they know? Is there any like?
No, it's being investigated. He just died yesterday or the day before. So
okay.
There's that. There's also, I'm just seeing this is all over Twitter. There's a 21-year-old who got 10 days in jail and 1 year probation and community service for oversleeping during his jury duty.
Mm-hmm. A year of probation?
A year of probation and a certain amount of community service. And it would say that if he had done a certain amount, like 30 to 50 of community service, then they would drop the contempt charge or something like that.
They held him in contempt of court for being late.
Mm-hmm. And put this black boy in jail for 10 days for oversleeping. And apparently he works and he takes care of his grand. It's one of those stories.
Like he was out being a good person.
Yeah,
and was tired. He was probably tired. Good.
Yeah, because he takes care of his grandfather, something like that. It's one of those stories.
That's wild.
So that's what we're dealing with too. So being a foreigner in your own country, These are the things that happen. I say that, and I can't remember who said that, who I heard that from, but that's really what it is. We as black people, even though this is the only home that we've ever known,
right?
It's almost as if everyone else doesn't feel like this is ours. And we don't feel connected a lot of times to overall American culture. We have our culture within America, right, but we don't have no real connection.
They try to take that too.
Yeah. So it's like,
that shit is wild. A year of probation. He is not a danger to society that needs to be checked up on. He has a probation officer that he has to check in periodically with. Because I slept. Like, what are you gonna check? That my sleeping patterns? Like, you're not gonna drug test me? I didn't do nothing wrong.
10 days. He said that he was in it. Now I ain't gonna say that. I'll just let stuff. I'll let stuff unfold. But he said he was in there with like criminals, and he saw people fighting and getting their ass beat within the 10 days.
I mean, they not gonna take it easy just because you here for a short period of time. So he went to like jail.
Apparently, he went to jail.
Not like holding.
No,
like he went to prison.
They locked him. They locked his ass up for 10 days.
That's wild. Well, that's all we got.
We'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. Moving forward, we're going to switch up this whole music situation because I hate music right now. I hate it. I hate this whole shit. I hate Travis Scott, whatever the hell's going on. Unless Beyonce, Rihanna, or Drake dropping soon, I do not give a damn. Anybody else is just people that we enjoy.
Stacey P on the beat, now let the story begin. I used to dream of the day that a stranger would say, man, I remember Jay from way back in the day when we was in school. They called you dancing, and now you're doing your thing. That's nothing more to say. Yeah, I'm getting it, I'm doing it, Every thought I had, now I'm living it, The dreams I'm pursuing and the money is the hobby, but the bonus is the fans chilling in the hotel lobby. True loyalty, my crew roll with me. Got a couple.
www.HOXmagazine.com